Nice semi-stiff rocket that we all wish for.
Towards the end of the autumn last year, I decided to travel south to the popular DURLEIGH Reservoir. The first trip was going to be with Ollie. Unfortunately, we got to the lake after the gates had opened and missed out on the prime swims. It's known to be quite swim dominated, especially in certain weather conditions, and being a day-only venue, it can be quite busy. The session was hard work and we struggled to get among the fish. An angler to our right though, a bloke called Tim, had a nice session putting about 3 fish on the bank.
This one you want for?
Yeah, nice.
Will do nicely.
And it was great to be able to get a bit of footage and take a few photos for him.
You've got to be having a look. What's the chances of that?
Yeah, it took a long time to get a bite, but at least I haven't blanked, so that's one apiece for me and Ollie. Everyone around us has been pretty much hauling, but that's just how it goes, isn't it? It's fishing, but finally got one, so happy days.
I planned to return a few days later, this time with Hugh. It was Hugh's first visit to DURLEIGH, and as it's a big water, long range tactics were the order of the day, and Hugh was looking forward to dusting off the X5s and flexing some carbon.
Go on. That's away. What's it feel like? Yes. One.
Cool.
Yay! Right then, well, welcome to another video. We're down at DURLEIGH Reservoir doing a bit of long range fishing, and yeah, we've got off to a cracking start with these 2 lovely fish. So we're going to talk you through the tactics, how we fish at long range, so you guys can get the best out of it, and hopefully you'll have a chance of having a few like this yourself. So we'll get these guys slipped back, and hopefully we'll have a good day. Morning. That's a lovely fish.
bottom lip.
Get in!
Right, there we go then, third one of the day. It's going alright so far. Lovely little common. Again on long range tactics. Little S7 cured bottom bait. Tip with a little yellow PB wafter. Happy days.
Right then, I thought I'd quickly talk you through the bait that me and Sean have been using today. Now usually it's a very similar mix, but today is completely different. I've opted for a boil-only approach due to the huge head of silvers. We're away!
Use into another. Boom. She's in. Happy days.
Woohoo!
Right, there's another one for Hugh. Just interrupted doing a bit of filming. Happy days. Desperately trying to get out the net. I might just lower it and just let it go. What do you reckon?
You've done worse. Right then, sorry about that. I got rudely interrupted by a carp. Happy days. So yeah, just to recap then on bait, I'm using boil-only approach. I've been soaking it in water and some cased in for about 24 hours. Add a bit of weight to the boilies and also a little bit of traction at the same time. Sean on the other hand, now I won't lie, he's fishing 2 rod lengths beyond me and probably baiting out a lot more effectively as well. My problem's been I haven't got too many gaps in the spod, so it's getting caught in the crosswind or falling short, whereas he's using some hemp and some corn just to pack it out and make sure that it goes off like a rocket, like we all wish. And like I say, he is baiting up more effectively. That's something to just consider when you're going long range fishing. How are you going to pack out that spod to get it most effectively in your baiting application? Rig wise, very simple and always effective for us. We've got full confidence in our bottom bait rigs. For me, I like to use a wafter. It's just a personal preference, whereas Sean goes for sort of dumbbell bottom baits tipped off with a little bit of a PB pop up or a fleck of colour. So it's all about confidence. We know it's going to be tangle proof. We're using a semi-stiff hook link. That just ensures that the rig is fully kicked away from the lead. And like I say, there's nothing worse than reeling in, 120 yards of line to find out that your rig's tangled. So make sure you've got full confidence in your rigs. Make sure they're tangle proof as best as we ever can. And yeah, up here it's big hook baits because of the amount of bream. But yeah, just something you're effective and confident with, and that will then ensure that you get the best out of your day's fishing. So hopefully that's some use. Any questions, as always, you can always fire us a message, and yeah, let's get a fish out. Right then, as you might be able to see over my my right shoulder, I've got another one sulking in the net as well. As can be the way on these sort of high stock venues, you get a couple of bites back to back. This is the first one, lively little comment. We're here. Right on cue. Let's slit this one back and we'll get the other one out. Right, here we go then, there's the second one of the pretty much double take. Unfortunately, the gate closes very soon, so we're going to have to slit this one back, but it's been a good day fishing, tough, but it's been good. If you're out on the bank, fishing at range, put some of those tactics into your fishing, and hopefully it brings you some success as well. Right, let's slit this one back and, like I say, get the barrow loaded up.
Right, it's just coming to the end of the session. We are going to have to get packed down, but I just wanted to quickly go over the hardware we'll be using to fish at these ranges. So me and Hugh have pretty much got the same setup. We've both got Fox X5s. Hugh's got a slightly different setup to me. He's got the 12'6", 3.5 pound test curve, whereas I've got the 13 foot 3.75 pound test curve. Obviously I've got a slightly stronger rod, slightly bigger rod. It is a little bit more powerful, but it's just a personal preference. I've been fishing for longer than Hugh, so I feel like I can get more out of that rod than what he might be able to. And he also wanted a rod a little bit softer so that he can use them on slightly smaller venues when you're not going to be fishing quite as far, whereas I wanted just an all-out casting rod. So, if you can only have one set of rods, you do need to try and pick something that's going to cover all options. I would recommend the Fox X5s. They are fantastic rods, absolutely love them. Proper workhorses, really send the lead a long way in the right hands. Reel wise, we've both got exactly the same reels, the ESB Onyx reels, the big ones, original ones. I've actually not long had mine. Hugh's had his for quite a while. I've bought them off the back of him, recommended them so much and talking so highly of them. They are fantastic reels, really smooth, great line lay. You get 2 spools with them. You get an ultra shallow spool, so that means you can load it up with lower diameter line for your distance fishing, and you haven't got to put like a whole spool of line on there to try and fill it. It literally takes about 250-300 yards of about £13 or somewhere around that. So really nicely made and perfect for sort of a long range setup. And that's it, you know, mainline £13 Fox Exa set. I tend to use £18 for most of my general fishing. It's really strong. I can use 4-ounce leads on it and whack it easy, way over 100 yards, up to sort of 130. But on here where you want to go sometimes like mega range, you want to use those lighter test curve lines. That way you can team it up with a 50-60 pound leader, use a 4-ounce lead and just absolutely give it some, and you know you're going to be able to send it a long way. You can also stick a bag on there, and you know that like a solid bag, you could just launch it out to the middle of the lake, and yeah, you can put it as far as you can basically. So that's all we use. Very simple, same sort of thing that most people use for long range fishing, but yeah, it does us well. So you know, have a look at them if you're looking at getting yourselves a set of distance sticks, and yeah, highly recommend them. So anyway, we're gonna have to get packed down now. It's pretty much the end of the session. It's been a wicked time though. We've had a few fish. It's been hard work, but we have managed to nick a few, so we're happy with the way it's gone. Unfortunately, I had a few bream. I also had a seagull that decided to get tangled in the spod. I don't know if that counts, but it's a PB, so PB seagull, you know, they all count. So anyway, let's get going, and yeah, hopefully you like this video.
Oosh.
Wow, job done, mate.
Job done.
Kit is in the van.
Yeah, all loaded up, and we just about made it before the gate was locked.
Yeah.
So yeah, but all in all, an enjoyable day. We've had 5 fish between us, so yeah, not too bad, is it? I mean, the bailiff came round sort of mid-morning and said, oh, to be fair lads, it's been fishing pretty slow.
Yeah.
We're on Monday now, but Saturday and Sunday there's only a couple of fish out, and so yeah, I was supposed to go away with 5 fish between us. We ought to be pretty happy with that, but yeah, we enjoyed it, haven't we?
Yeah, definitely. It's been good fun. So, I mean, obviously the idea of the video was a little bit to try and give you an idea of sort of how to fish at long range. If it's not something you've done or you're not confident doing it, we thought we'd try and sort of share a little bit in how we go about it. We're not massive long range casters, you know, we can't fish like stupid distances, but we're quite sort of happy fishing at sort of 120, 130, that sort of range. And then, you know, if we do need to go further than that, we can do, but our accuracy does sort of start to sort of drop a little bit then. So, you know, I think there's a lot of people out there that probably want to be able to fish that kind of distance on these kind of places, and hopefully this little video gave you a bit of an insight on how to do it. So yeah, we've enjoyed it. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you want to know anything more, just drop us a message below in the comments. Hit us up on Instagram or check out the Facebook page, and you can get in touch with one of us there, can't you?
Yeah,
so,
most definitely. We'll do our best to answer any questions.
But that's it anyway. We're going to hit the road. We're all loaded. We're going to hit the road, get some food and head home. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you liked the video, and yeah, we'll be back at it again soon, won't we?
Yeah, get out on the bank and be lucky.
See you next time.
Oh, that's shit, isn't it? I can see you laughing. It's like fucking. He is baiting up more effectively, which I've said about 4 times now. So if you want to bait out effectively, put hemp and corn in your mix. Now, as you might watch our videos, well then, I thought I'd just talk you through the baits that me and Sean, and that is, yeah, a brilliant mix on my. I
knew you were losing that.
Yeah. Nice semi-stiff rocket that we all wish for. Oh, fuck. Fucking. Is that working or not? He's only gonna done it. He's only gonna done it.